Happening right now, this year's Georgia State Fair at the Atlanta Motor Speedway just opened up. Inspectors spent the morning taking a look at all of the rides there for safety. They don't want something like what happened in North Carolina to happen here. CBS Atlanta's Sonia Mogi joins us from the fair tonight.
Yeah, Stephanie, those inspectors look at each and every single one of the 44 rides here, looking at things like this pin that is literally holding this ride together. They want to make sure everything is in place so that everyone is safe when riding. The Georgia State Fair is just down the street from Dan Howington and his grandkids.
Well, I thought I might take them to the state fair over here if the weather stays where I can. I don't want it to be too cold for them. Don't want them to get sick.
After hearing about fair-goers being injured on a ride in North Carolina last night, Howington has other concerns.
You always worry when they get on rides. You want to make sure that hopefully they put them up safely.
The grandfather says he feels comfortable with his loved ones going to the fair here, but still looks over rides in his own way.
Look and see if the ride looks fairly new and kind of check out who it is operating the ride is important.
State and county inspectors have guidelines of their own. They look at each ride's appearance, frame, how much it rocks when running, the safety pins and bolts that hold it together, and the seatbelt and lap restraints that keep riders in.
Everybody loves the merry-go-round.
Mark Lovell owns the Georgia State Fair and says he's doing everything possible to make sure what happened in North Carolina doesn't happen here.
We work with the best ride companies in the country. Most of the rides here are from a good old local Georgia boy.
The only other obstacle riders will face cold temperatures and brutal winds during the fair's opening weekend. Even though the ride that malfunctioned in North Carolina is run by a company that's right here in Georgia, the owner of the Georgia State Fair tells me none of that company's rides are here this weekend. I'm live in Henry County, Sonia Mogi, CBS Atlanta News.
Happening right now, the Georgia State Fair is officially open and inspectors are there today making sure an accident like that one in North Carolina doesn't happen here.
CBS Atlanta's Sonia Mogi joins us live in Henry County. So Sonia, walk us through what inspectors are looking for at the rides where you are.
Those inspectors walked around to each of these rides, trying to make sure they were safe. Take this one, for example. They looked at the frame of this ride, trying to make sure it wasn't rocking too much when it moves. And if you look at that center part there with all the motion, they make sure all those moving parts are working okay, and that all of these safety pins and bolts that hold these rides together are doing well as well. Now, they have 44 rides to look at here. They can't start any one ride until all of those rides have been okay. They have both state and county inspectors looking at all of these rides, and they did all pass the test. Now, the owner of the Georgia State Fair says he is very sorry about what happened in North Carolina, but he has done everything possible to make sure the Georgia State Fair is going to be safe.
You know, we try to promote all of our events to be safe, clean, and family friendly. We want people to come out, have a great time, make some memories with their family and friends.
And of course, the other big issue is the cold. We're seeing a lot of families bringing their kids early while the sun's up, bundled up in warm clothing. And coming up at 6, we're going to have some more details from some of those concerned adults on what they look for to make sure they feel that their kids feel safe on these rides. I'm live in Henry County, Sonia Mogi, CBS Atlanta News.